Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is August 14, 2024. Here is another daily analysis. All right, we just got the CPI number, and it was kind of like coming exactly with the expectation. So market sentiment for interest rate actually was kind of like a volatile, especially in the morning. Uh, just remember last week, everyone's talking about like an emergency meeting for Federal Reserve. They're going to just bring the rate down 75 points or basis points just because we are heading into recession. Then later, we just got to 50 basis points to the downside. And today, after CPI number, we just getting into probably they're going to just bring the rate down 25 basis. So now these sentiments are kind of like a changing very quickly, very fast. But market, it's kind of like coming exactly with expectation with numbers, and market just for S&P 500 first that came down and then coming back up. Still we are in kind of like a danger zone, 54 60. Right now we are 54.58. So this is the top information that I'm looking at. It can just getting a process within next week as well. So this week and next we should see some kind of like the topping process for the market. And then if we are getting down potentially, I should say in a September and October, we can see some kind of like a selling pressure on the market is coming as well. So everyone needs to be careful about it just because we are kind of like in a danger zone. Right now, we had a marvelous move to the upside, good bottom here. But I'm not sure if this top actually is taken away. So I should say this top and even this one in early August is kind of like the significant top, at least the multi-months top for the market. I'm just looking for either a potential drop for a market, especially in months of September, October. If you were just looking at the previous sell-off happening, this is kind of like last year. We just got top in July, then August top, uh, getting into early September, and then we are just getting to the choppy, going down. October 1st, another rally, and then nail the bottom end of the October. So this is kind of like the scenario, correction scenario for the market that I'm looking at. However, we can see more volatility just because the swings are kind of like more aggressive compared to last year. We just got a July top, early kind of like a August rally, very kind of like a shallow, then drop, a very significant drop, always rebounded very fast. But when this rebound is very fast without any correction, this is kind of like getting into kind of like a sell-off zone. Still, we can get into this area, even if we want to go with ABC corrective move to the upside. So this is going to be A wave, the B wave is coming, and C wave. We can get all the way to here to 55.50, and then we're just getting back to the sell signal. We should see some kind of like a correction for this week or next. Um, we will see how it goes. Stochastic momentum, we are just getting into overbought condition again, while MACD is just showing our sell signal, and also RSI is just shifting a bit above 50%. We are obviously in a kind of like a bearish momentum. So this bearish momentum, actually, the structure is not the way that everyone needs to see, especially for bulls. Bulls want to see this momentum is getting pretty close to overbought condition, because in uptrend, when we are getting into overbought condition, this means we are kind of like in a very, very good rally to the upside. I should say right now, everyone needs to be careful. These rallies are going to be kind of like a relief rally, and it's going to be sell for investors and traders at the same time. I may be early, just a couple weeks, but it's better to be early rather than sorry. Moving on to Nasdaq, which was kind of like a volatile. The entire session is just going up and down. Just getting kind of like a 49 right now points to the upside, especially after hours. We just hit and 19,000 again. So this 19,000 to 19,400, I should say. This is the area that I'm looking for, a rounding top. I know lots of people are talking about a breakout. I just put an example, especially on the yesterday video, that we may see a breakout, but breakout doesn't mean that we are going to back to the bull side. breakout can go have like a bounce, and then the best confirmation for breakout is we need to get above these two pivots. Otherwise, we are not in a good shape. So this is going to be a false breakout, and then it's going to follow through with a downside move. So Nasdaq, we're just getting into over bout condition with a stochastic, nice rebound, and MACD just getting into the positive signal as well. Stochastic RSI still is low, just a 50% barely, and this is the exactly that I'm talking about. So whenever we are in a bear signal or bearish momentum, RSI doesn't have any enough energy or no energy to the upside, just a sliding between 30 to 50% and barely just getting above 50%, going to 60 and then coming back down. So this is kind of the nature of the bearish momentum. Moving on to the Dow, which is kind of like a leading today. So this is kind of like the scenario that I see. When Dow is leading, everyone needs to be careful because Dow leads when market bleeds. That's basically the right. And we are just getting into 40,000 to 40,400. So this is the area that I'm looking at for Dow. Is going to be at the topping phase. So potentially for next 2 days, we can see sideways to up, but I'm not sure for next week. So everyone needs to be careful for next week. If we see some kind of like a downside move, we shouldn't be surprised at all. So as I said, Dow is leading because everyone is just piling money into heavy value names, heavy value stocks, energy, some kind of like healthcare names. Actually, they just got attention from lots of traders and investors. Moving on to gold, which we are just getting into another bearish momentum today after this triple top here. So gold is just getting back down. Still, it could be kind of like a consolidation. So multi-week consolidation with a multi-month consolidation. This is a huge consolidation. When we see a breakout from gold, that would be kind of like a, I should say, very, very interesting breakout to the upside. So, but silver chart is telling me something else. The silver chart is telling me that we may see some kind of like a lower low with a nice divergence. So if we see a lower low for silver, that would be kind of like a very, very fantastic buying opportunity. So I'm just waiting for this, to be honest, $25 to $24. So this is the area that I'm looking for a fantastic buy. So waiting. Patience is the key. I just accumulated first position in my silver mine. I'm looking for add more here. So we will see how it goes with the silver name. Moving on to crude, which was negative today as well after 2 days ago, top here. Crude is just getting back for the second consecutive day. Crude just hit another stochastic overbought condition. And this is exactly what I meant for RSI. So when we are in a bearish momentum, even sharp rally like this, RSI is not getting into overbought condition. It's just like giving us a very early sell signal, and this can head down to the more downside. So if crude retests this low again, which is a 72 area, so are we going to just bounce and then sharp sell off after that? 61 to 66 crude per barrel is coming. Seems like there is no war in Middle East, and it's just there is no geopolitical tensions, hopefully. Moving on to individual names, so starting with Bitcoin, 2.49% to the downside today. Bit is down, bullish consolidation. We can see some kind of like a pullback to 56 for a next rally. So there is going to be a case. And also Ethereum is showing kind of like a nice bullish consolidation here. We just had early breakout, but it fails coming down. Ethereum needs to go above 30,000 or 3,100. So if Ethereum goes above 3,100, that's going to be the signal that we can see. We're just waiting for that one. Moving on to the bond yield after yesterday, today's surge to above 4%, it's just coming down as well. Seems like it was kind of like a very, very confusing day because well, CPI is not that bullish. It was not that hawkish. or dovish. It was kind of like a neutral. So when we see some kind of like a this shooting a star at the top, seems like a bond yield is going to head down more, and it's going to bring the TLT treasuries up, as we just see here. Before, maybe I'm going to just show you in another video, I'm just talking about the treasury, because treasury signals a very, very um, bottoming phase, which can lead us to that recession. So actually, that's going to be another video. I'm going to talk about that. VIX coming down today 10% as well. So VIX is forming kind of like a very sharp sell-off after this head topping tail here. And if you're just showing another bottoming phase, to be honest, we should see some kind of like a bottom, and that's going to be the top for the stock market. And I'm just looking for that one next week. Moving on to Dixie. Dixie, a Dragonfly Doji here, double top here, sorry, double bottom. However, if Dixie goes down, you shouldn't be surprised at all. Moving on to the magma indicator, $2.04 up, $2.04 down today. Very, very mixed. So some names actually were pretty good. Some names actually were very bad. For example, Apple today, 45 cents up, not a bad session. It just keep grinding higher, a muscle up, but I should say when it goes to the reversal, it's going to go very, very sharp. Amazon just 13 cents down today. So Amazon didn't follow Apple. Meta goes down as well, $1.78 down. Microsoft hold up very well, muscling up. It's just getting into important sell zone. So look at that. So this is the area that I'm just looking for. Microsoft, which is 420 to 432. It can go down after this. So Microsoft is getting to the danger zone. Google, look at that. So 2.31% to the downside, just bringing everything's down. Google can just have one uptick going down and then potential for a rally before the next sell-off. So we will see kind of like an ABC pattern to the upside before the next sell. Netflix uptick today. So pretty good search for Netflix. It's just going into this important consolidation, which failed once. Tesla, 3% down today. So I was waiting for another search for Tesla to 215, then coming down, but Tesla didn't go. And it's kind of like unfortunate for myself because I didn't get into put option. I was waiting for that one. SMH, 20 cents up today, but the overall industry actually is down except Nvidia. Stocks down today as well. Taiwan Semiconductor downtick today as well. AMD goes down as well, 38 cents. Nvidia just going up, but look at the hanging man at the top. So this is kind of like the area that I'm looking at for short. And right now, I think Nvidia is kind of like getting into a very good level for a short position. So we'll see. If you see a kind of like a confirmation tomorrow, if you see a gap down and then heading to the downside, that is kind of like a confirming for a market that Nvidia can go to the sell signal. So we'll see how it goes. A Texas Instruments going down after hours, even $1.44 up. Lamb Research uptick today, but sellers actually took control as well. So the candle was red, however, it was uptick, $4.55 up. Banks, they just did very well. XLF, which is financial spider, going up. However, it's getting to important, kind of like a breakdown level. KBE, look at the pattern here. It's not doing well. It's just forming a bearish consolidation. If it rolls over, I'm going to say this is going to be a fantastic H pattern, which is very, very bearish. So we'll see how it goes. A KRE, 12 cents down. After hours, it goes down. This is another H pattern here. So if you see that, if it tests again 50.50, then it's going to go down because lots of sell pressures are going to just put the market down. JP Morgan goes up nicely, $2.30 up. Goldman Sachs, $6.76 up. Bank of America, 35 cents up. Just the Goldman and JP Morgan went very well. And that's why Dow Jones actually did very well today. They're heavy value in Dow. Wells Fargo just going up, a nice ascending W pattern forming. 55 to 56 is coming, but I'm not sure after that. GDX, the gold miners actually they were pretty mixed today. 27 cents down. However, not a bad doji day. GDXJ 23 cents down. AEM went up nicely, so this one holds very well. Newmont holds very well as well. $12, 12 cents up. Franco Nevada just slaughtered after like earning announcement and just going down. However, buyers just took control and it just went higher as well. Gold Barrick just continuing to the upside even after hours. It holds nicely. I believe Gold Barrick actually is one of the best name. It was laggard before, but right now it's just holding very nicely. Moving on to the XLE, which is the Spider Energy, 52 cents up. XOP, 54 cents up. OIH, $1.28 down today. And Exxon, $1.09 up. Hold up very well. Chevron, hold up very well, 52 cents up as well. So energy names are mixed, as you see. There are lots of mixed names actually in the market. Market is very confused. I should say Magnificent Seven can lead the market potentially in a September, October to the downside. So we will see how it goes. All right, guys. Again, just be careful. Steel volatility is here. So if you see market is just going up and down, you shouldn't be surprised at all. So we are going to see more volatility down the road, especially when we are getting to the second week, actually third week and fourth week of August, especially September moving forward. Have a fantastic evening. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.